Hello. I'm going to be listening to Distractable and streaming art. I need to work on some PNGs for me and Alex because we want to play It Takes Two and make Let's Plays for it. So I'm going to make us some PNGs for it. So that's what I'll be doing. So if you want to be here and hang out, I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to be listening to Distractable as well. I am pretty much caught up. Let me see what one I'm on now. Okay, so I have the bait debate and big or small. So I'll be playing the bait debate. I'm a little nervous to play this one because I heard that this one's kind of spicy on the takes. But hello, LPS.
Sarah Tacoma.
We should make a podcast called Dreamweavers where we specifically are episodes designed for people sleeping and or in a coma.
That is actually a fun one. I do enjoy that. And ours is as crazy as that could be. Speaking of not Dreamweavers, there was a better thing. Teratoma, hair.
How's that
remember
better?
that? No, it is better because it relates more.
Okay.
How wonderful is that hair might save your life?
Wait, what?
Not very wonderful for me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you get free hair constantly, but
Oh God.
well, I'm sure hair from other parts of your body would work, and you got plenty of that.
How am I doing? I'm doing okay.
Have you guys heard of a sloth?
I have D&D later tonight, so I'm excited about that.
Sloth.
Yeah, a sloth.
I've heard of it.
I'm familiar. Yeah.
Did you know that in their
I got
hair
some
is
coffee.
millions of different microorganisms?
No, but that doesn't sound like a
Let me
thing
turn
I
up
want
my
to know about.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just turned up all the way. Okay.
Sounds concerning.
Yeah, I got some coffee.
You do? And in these microorganisms living in the cracks, they were
I haven't done much
investigated
today,
by biologists
to be
for the
perfectly
first
honest. So
time. They discovered
I've been
species
okay.
of algae
Nothing's
and
really
fungi
happened for it to
which
be
have
bad.
not
So
been found anywhere else in the world.
That's really
That's
weird.
good and or bad and or neutral.
Oh, it's good.
How is that possible? Are you saying that it
I
evolved
need
or something
to-
developed in that sloth alone, and that's all
Hide
they
this real
know?
quick.
Exactly.
So that
Yes.
way
How long do sloths live?
Well, it's like
go
the
to
human
Google
gut
on
biome.
here.
You know, it's tailored specifically to humans, or it existed and evolved alongside humans. And in sloth hair, they've finally been able, with advancements in technology, been able to study these microorganisms and found microorganisms that could possibly be used for treatments for malaria, Chagas disease, and even breast cancer.
Okay, that's pretty wonderful. I'll get on board with that.
Sloths have been holding out.
They have
Sloths
been.
are over here grubbing all their weird little algae and fungi, and they're holding on to the secrets.
They've been trying to share it with us. They just move real slow.
I'll be
like,
lurking.
so-
Okay, that's fine.
One
Good
sloth
coffee beans,
is somewhere in
yeah.
the middle
I
of
got a big old cup
South
of coffee.
Georgia, just like, I'll get to DC someday.
It's like, you know, that story about the snail. You get to live forever, but there's somewhere in the world there's a snail chasing you. There's also a sloth trying to get to you to save your life. Like, then they're both racing to get to you, see who gets there first.
How slow would they be? Because even if they got to you, you could just step away at that point, right?
Yeah, you'd think.
It's just the imminent threat. It's just living with the thought of a sword hanging over your head and an unwavering knowledge that if you stop moving for just 1 second too long, the snail will find you. Or anyway, we'll close the last couple centimeters.
That would make sleep a little terrifying.
Exactly. Well, you think it's on the other side of the world, and so you rest easy for a few nights. But then after a few months, you start to think, maybe it got there. Maybe it managed to crawl onto a plane to get closer to me.
God, the snail built a snail boat and sailed across the ocean to get to me.
Exactly. That's the terror of the snail.
Wouldn't you say he snailed across the ocean to get to you if he built a snail boat?
I think I did, but I think I stutteriterated
Sure.
it.
Sure.
Rather than intentionalating it.
I like the idea that as you're being cursed, the witch or whoever is like, and saying the spell, and it's like, ah, and it happens, and you're like, oh, and then the snail appears in front of you, and then a guy on a scooter just comes along, and it's like, and you just like, And you're like, sick. Well, I guess he's not moving. I guess he's not chasing me anymore.
No, it's unkillable. That's part of the curse.
Oh, okay. It's an invincible sail.
Unkillable.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Oh.
But anyway, so sloth fur could contain cures to diseases we don't
There you
even
go.
understand.
That is pretty wonderful, actually. That's
I
pretty,
think those are
pretty
all I
sweet.
Very wonderful.
need.
Wait till they get the chipmunk fur.
Yeah, how many animals do we need to shave now to finish this research?
Orangutan
Where are we
fur.
going to get all this fur?
That lady down the street's black cat's fur.
Yeah, the truth
God,
of
it's so
health
bright.
in the
Ah.
world is to make everything bald. So
Apparently,
honestly,
I've been
you were
told
onto
that your
something.
color
And
for your
that, I'll give Wade
background
1
should
point.
not be white because that'll hurt your eyes.
But I'll also give Bob
So,
1 point for
we'll
having hair
make
that
it
might
this color.
contain
Because I think this is
microorganisms
what
that are
Poobs
useful.
does for color
Ooh,
is this one.
Face hair he doesn't have.
I
that
got
could
darker
contain
gray color.
microorganisms.
I got
This is still a little too
stubble.
bright.
He's
in
got
my opinion.
stubble.
It's because it's not as manly looking and
Mhm.
cool.
I got a
There we go.
full graying jungle over here, graying
Now
from the
then.
healthy bacteria that live in it.
Gross. This episode of Distractable is sponsored by Intel.
I'm having a tough time here. I'm trying to help people, but like I am running out of things.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a better way to predict depression than to play Duck Duck Goose?
What?
I
Hmm.
can't imagine
Now I have to
anyone
wonder,
considers that even a
um,
mildly good way to predict depression.
if I want to
But
just
yeah,
do
no, if you're
a
asking
head
if
or if I
Intel
want
has
to do
done
a
anything to help
bust.
with that. Yeah, they actually
full
help
body.
in the equipment that scientists are using to advance complex research.
I
Yeah.
think
We live in a world where there's
Just-
all this data, but you know what you need?
I don't know.
To do anything
I'm watching
with
Game
data? You
Grumps
need
and I'm like,
processing
okay, they have
You
little
need
heads
Intel
because
chips
that's
in
like
your
their
equipment
thing.
so that you can
And
get
so I was like,
an
oh, I
AI
could see
model
that,
that's
but then
capable
I
of
don't-
predicting depression
know.
with an accuracy rate of 88%, which helps people to get.
I
the
mean, I guess I
resources
could
they
start with
need
the
to get
head,
the
and then
help
if I
that
want to
they
add on
need to
after
take
that, I
care
could
of
just
their
add
mental
on.
health. Intel is just doing so much wonderful stuff to make our individual lives and the world even more wonderful. How wonderful is that?
Okay, that sounds a lot better than what I was doing, but what about giving underserved students pictures of laptops? That way, if when they get access to one, they kind of know what one looks like.
I don't like that for my own personal reasons, but I gotta tell you, Intel is way ahead of you on that one as well. Intel is helping to close the digital divide by giving school-age children in underserved communities access to 5G so they can actually use a computer and get online. I don't know how much a picture of one is gonna help with like studying and stuff.
And I have to admit that despite my jealousy over my ideas all being overshadowed by what Intel is doing, they are doing some pretty wonderful things.
People at home, if they want to learn more about the breakthroughs that Intel has done, they can go learn more at intel.com/howwonderful. This episode of Distractable is sponsored by BetterHelp.
You know what just feels
Oh, I probably
surprisingly
shouldn't
good
play
to
their
do?
ads, huh?
Masturbation.
Wait, what?
Will I get in
What-
trouble
what'd you
for
say?
that?
Go ahead.
Okay, what I was getting at
I feel
is
like I'll get in trouble for
kinda
that.
just feels good to unburden
Mm-hmm.
to just find therapy where you can paperwork
Mad. And I was like, I'm the one with the...
p.com
No, please don't, please don't.
I'm calling him.
IBLE.
This episode of Distractable is sponsored.
Yeah,
And
hi.
honest, up feeling good.
During the day,
One solution I could see them.
Indeed.
It's cock sleep doc.
be the theme of for a very long time, correct?
Over a year.
Yes. Welcome to...
Helix, better sleep starts now.
There we go. Do I feel
Well,
like
I'm
I get in
glad you
trouble
guys
for
are
playing their
already
sponsors? So
animalistic and at each other's throats, because that is going to be the theme of today.
Okay,
Great.
I love it.
Yes, welcome to the great bait debate. So, how this is going to work? You guys have been on the internet for a very long time, correct?
Over a year.
We've been working on it for 10 years. On it since longer than that.
You are both correct on that. How you guys have seen a lot of things on the internet, right?
Oh, yeah, we
yeah.
have. Yeah,
Yep.
we have.
Mhm.
Quick, name the worst thing you've seen on the internet.
There's a TikTok account that's a guy coming out of a door going, wow, what a wonderful day to come outside. And then it's usually followed by someone getting horrifically injured. I hate it. It's always awful, but I always have to watch.
I saw some videos of like horses and animals like shoes being changed when they have like foot injuries, and that was pretty awful to watch.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, well, we're not talking about that either, but we are trying to stir up the cauldron of hate that is the internet. On the internet, there are many people that troll. The person who makes that TikTok account is actually probably an example who makes videos for the explicit example of getting a rise out of people or catching people off guard with a thing to get a reaction or get their attention. It's kind of the embodiment of any attention is good attention. And today, we together are going to collectively stoke
There we
the
go.
flames of our own fandoms and fandoms across the world, because apparently our opinions suck and everything we believe in is terrible and wrong. So why not dive deep into that pool, the cesspool of nothingness that we apparently have stirred
Hey, what
over
you
and
drawing?
over again
I
with our
am making
horrible
PNGs
restaurant
for me and
game
Alex,
opinions, and we're
so
just
that
gonna
way
go
when
ahead
we
and
play
straight
It
up
Takes Two,
attack
we'll
these,
have little PNGs
okay?
for it.
All right.
I'm
Got
starting
it.
with
I have no
headshots.
concerns about
I
this.
might
Let's
move
go.
on to
What concerns could you possibly have? So there's gonna be
I might move on to
here.
bust or full
There
body,
are
but I'm
many
not sure yet.
fandoms across
I figured
here.
I could start from the
have a
head and work
list
my way
of
down.
some
So
of them. I know there's going to be someone mad that I don't have their fandom to roast.
I wanted to be mocked. Why didn't you include us?
People are never mad when we do videos that leave something out that they like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Imagine.
But it's not just a straight up roast, right?
There's a
Because
way to
that's not
duplicate,
elegant.
right?
That's not the whole crux of it. Really, when it comes down to the bait debate, is to say something that you know will cause a fight, but is specific to that fandom. So you have to
How do you-
have knowledge of
how do you
that
duplicate?
fandom to be able to
I'm still
get
new
a
to
rise
Procreate,
out of
so
it,
there's also
correct?
that.
Okay.
Everyone understanding this? So when I
Yeah,
when
great.
I give you what?
I'm just
Wade's just remembered that he doesn't know things about stuff.
listen, man. I already get enough hate as it is. Now I'm asking for it. This is terrible.
You can voluntarily abstain from a selection.
Oh, that's right.
But only one of you
Do
can.
this. Yeah.
Because the other will then be
Forgot
given
about
an
that.
opportunity, and they could make a very weak bait, and it doesn't even have to be good, and they'll get a point automatically.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
want a point in that round, you have to say something. But
So-
you can volunteer to say nothing.
This
okay?
layer.
Okay.
So it'll go down the list, and there might be something that you know, you don't know. Try to like give a bait, and we
over there.
will alternate turns.
Just hang out over there
first
for right
up,
now.
I'm gonna flip.
Anyway,
I don't
go
have
back
a coin.
here.
Anyone got a coin?
You can Google coin flip and it will flip it for you.
You're right.
You better have a coin with our
wonderful is
faces
that?
on it.
Coin flip.
Or ask Jeeves or Bing.
Wait, no, I'm going to use my AI that I have here, and I'm going to ask it to come up with a picture of a coin, and whether it's heads or
Oh.
tails.
Oh, jeez.
What if it's perfectly sideways?
American quarter
What
is
if
what
it's
I'm.
got a picture of a bush on it?
I don't know, but I'm putting in an American quarter, and I'm seeing what it's going to do. And
Who calls this?
it's a head. It's heads.
Great. What does that mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
what
right.
does that mean? Who?
Oh, wow.
Oh man, that solves everything. I'm glad that we did this.
Well, go ahead.
All right, someone call one. It's flipping. It's flipping in the air.
Tails.
Heads.
It is like two halves of a coin, but it's more heads than it is tails. I'll show you the picture.
Excellent.
I'll show you the picture just so you know. It's definitely you'll see. It's
Yeah, well.
definitely more heads. It is. It is. You'll see.
I don't know what this coin flip is.
If you didn't
for,
know,
so I don't know if I won or lost.
I have
So
a
who
little
goes
dog,
first?
and she
Oh,
likes to sit
good.
on my lap whenever I
Me.
do things.
So
So,
yeah, it's mostly
she's
heads.
hanging
All
out.
right, fair.
Wait, where did you
Sure.
Did you text it?
The DM.
I'm making an
Discord.
animation.
Oh, I
Ooh,
see,
what
I
are you
see, I
making
see.
an animation
okay,
of?
so you're gonna give us a prompt, and I gotta say something that's
Yeah, you have to say
Trolly?
bait. Basically, you're trying to get into an argument or get
Okay.
that fan base specifically to be
God.
mad at you in a way that
Yeah,
isn't a
okay.
generic insult to anybody else, right?
Sure. Yep.
all right.
Yep.
Sure.
We're going to start this off with something that you both know, probably, and that you both understand, at least to some extent, to make it fair. Wade, you are going first.
Excellent.
The fandom you are trying to get a rise out of is Harry Potter.
Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah, easy enough. Magic isn't real, and being obsessed with it in this little world of wizards and whatnot that get to summon their little spells and have their little relationship and save the world, it's all fake. And you know what? The person that wrote it, pretty terrible too. So if you like it, you're also terrible.
I'm gonna rate that as a weak
Oof.
one. I'm gonna give that like it could be a lot better because it wasn't.
I don't
very
like Harry
narrow and
Potter,
very
so that doesn't
focused.
count towards
that
me.
would probably make the fan go like, okay.
But
you're
damn, he
weird.
really hit
That's
it
what
on the
I would
head
say
there,
if I
didn't
was
he?
a Harry Potter fan. I am the Harry Potter fan, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. All right, Bob, you got a better one?
Snape was lying. That was all an imaginary sequence of events he created to rationalize his unbelievable betrayal. He never loved Lily. He was just trying to get Harry onto their side. He was trying to change his
Ooh.
mind, weaken his resolve, so that he could betray his friends the way that Severus Snape betrayed everyone in his life, except for the bad guys who he was cool with.
I want to rebut.
You want to rebut?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll leave it. We gotta agree.
What is a rebut? What is this?
He wants a rebuttal.
Well, now that I've started what you go, I want another chance at a dig.
I think if we were to do another one, it would be another round.
Yeah, we could go again.
That exchange, Bob soundly won. I could see people just at the teeth of whoever is still a Harry Potter fan in this day and age.
Okay, I got one here.
Okay, all right.
Dumbledore was a terrible father figure, and I'm glad he died, and I wish he had died sooner in the book series, so Harry could have grown a pair before 6
Undertale
books in.
AU. Which one? I know many.
I mean, maybe
Fresh is my favorite, by the way.
Figure is okay because I don't think it was great, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's much improved.
Thank you.
The characters in the Harry Potter universe that are meant to be demonstrating elements of magic that are hard to comprehend. Professor Trelawney and Luna Lovegood were not cool, sage, wiser than they appeared characters. They were fucking crazy. They were out of their mind. They were not telling the future. Luna is not a wise and beautiful young girl. They're just crazy as shit. Stop worshiping them. They're crazy. That feels so awful to say.
That is so specifically targeted because I know that there's a subset of the fan that really, really adores the quirkiness.
I am a Harry Potter fan. I've watched all the movies and all those the creature. What in the hell? The creatures, the new ones.
Oh, I haven't seen the new ones yet.
With I can't even remember the names. Where to find them? Magical creatures and where to find them. Whatever the hell it's called. I'm a huge fan. Can't you tell? That felt just awful to say because I like both of those characters quite a lot.
This is awful. It's just like the Dursleys were right.
Yeah.
Harry was an awful kid and he should have conformed. He deserved the treatment he got.
Mrs. Dursley was right.
Yeah.
Harry's room was too big.
I gotta say, wait, that was much improved, but just how focused Bob's dig there was. It was it was like a laser into someone's heart. Someone is raging. So
I hate it so much.
I gotta give the second one to Bob as well.
Well, now I've got an idea of how deep we're going, so we're going right for it.
Dark Wade. Awful. We should be getting threats from these.
Our opinions here at Distractable don't represent our opinions, apparently, because I don't think I feel this way.
This is all for a laugh, okay? I probably don't believe anything. I definitely don't believe anything I said, and I probably don't believe a word I'm gonna say.
Don't either, but man.
Look, guys, this is what it's on.
Don't worry.
See, it doesn't matter how much we justify it. No matter what, we put an opinion out there.
I know.
We're boned. So we're embracing it.
This is like the Cancel Us episode where people take these audio clips out of context and they end up on CBS News or something.
That was literally the inspiration. I was talking to Amy. I was like, what's an episode that could be taken so badly out of context? Just sound bites that could be extracted.
God, I'm sitting here itching myself. I'm so uncomfortable with this. Let's do more.
What got me really thinking about it was Amy and I were talking just last night because I have an ongoing theory that most of the posts on Reddit are absolutely fake. They're completely 100% fabricated because we thought of something to post on a subreddit that would have been unbelievably confusing. It's like the same thing about how on Reddit, it's like the subreddit "Today I Fucked Up" is just "Today I fucked up when I was boning my sister and I blew my load all over her in the middle of dinner." Just that's exactly that whole subreddit is just made up bullshit. I know that it has to be because it's just that asinine. There is occasionally truth, but it's just going out of your way to believe that everything is on the internet is a lie is going to save you a lot of trouble. However,
take everything with a grain of salt.
On bullshit. Everyone should read it.
Is that real?
No.
It is. No, there's a document called On Bullshit in Philosophy,
Oh, so it's a modern, it's just, the title is just referential.
It argues that
my own Sans has a huge coat and Papyrus's scarf wrapped on his arm. Sans basically loses loses it mid-fight and goes on about how bad the world is. It's depressing but funny at times. Ooh, it sounds interesting.
But you don't get a point for that, Wade. Sorry.
Okay.
That was true, so that's worthless.
I'm sensing a trend with today. That's fine.
You are kidding me? You're more ruthless than me all the time.
All right. How about
you say the most savage shit out of nowhere?
Yeah, but that's just me being me. Whenever you try, you're worse than I am. It means more coming from you. No matter what you say, when you're mean, it means
Cuts
more.
deeper.
Yeah, no matter what I say today, it's going to seem worse, whatever you say, because you're usually the nice one in everyone's eyes.
Because I'm the nice one.
It's
Yep,
fine.
yep.
It's fine. It's fine. You'll get there, Wade, because the next one is something that I think everyone can have a gripe against no matter what.
Our own communities?
No, there's nothing.
Ooh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I had a good one for that. All right.
We're going to Disney, right? So Disney is a very broad fan base. It's like some people like the parks, some people like the movies. You can pick a specific movie, you can pick a specific type of person, a super Disney person or whatever. And Bob will go first for this round. Remember, you can abstain. Wait.
Excellent.
Okay. I've got one. People like to talk a lot of shit about Disney adults. Disney adult people, millennials, people like 25 and older who go to Disney just for themselves. I've done that a couple times. I hold nothing against them. It's not their fault. It's their parents' fault. Maybe if somebody had loved them, they wouldn't need to relive the childhood they wish they had in their adult years. But the truth that undercuts everything that Disney adults are trying to achieve is that the Disney parks are not that fun. You can see through the thin veneer of bullshit to the sad
I'm finally done with the
actors,
frames.
to the
I'm just gonna start putting them
painted
together.
over,
Ooh.
slapped together finishes, to the less than
I'm sure the frames was
exciting
the hardest part.
rides in the park. You could see through all of it if you just took those rose-colored parent loveless relationship glasses off. There are better things to do with your time. Live the childhood you wish you had. I believe in you. I hate this so much. I'm like a
Your
soul.
voice was super robot at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God, no, it's so funny. God, that was so
It literally
funny.
hurts my insides while I'm saying these things, but
However,
Uh-huh.
that was wonderful, but I completely agree when it comes to the parks, right? There is a certain charm about it. But really, in all honesty, I've been to the Disney many times now. The rides are okay at best.
Yeah.
The rides are all right. They are fine. They are not worth the lines that people sit through for hours. And then just like the changes that they make to the parks are so asinine, they remove any charm, so that they've devised a system, especially with the new Fast Pass system, where people are looking at their phones more than they're looking at the actual environment around them. So it doesn't even matter because they're trying to cheat the system to get the fastest times to get to these mediocre rides.
maximize the fun, Mark.
Yeah, maximize the fun at everyone else's expense. But okay, Wade, it is now your turn.
All right. To all of those out there that grew up watching Disney movies and you saw the Disney princess try to find their Prince Charming and live their pampered, spoiled, bitch-ass little lives, just know that that's fake. There is no Prince Charming out there holding your fucking shoe waiting for you. Life is about meeting someone you find mutual interest. Maybe it works out. Oftentimes it doesn't. There's no dream, magical, happy fucking ending. We're all miserable in this shit together. So get over your little dreamy, I hope this happens and he finds me bullshit. And you're not going to find your princess out there either. It's just people with fucking flaws. And maybe you make it through life together. Maybe you get divorced and you live alone and miserable. That's life. I feel good about that one, man. I felt good to get out.
Sounds so sad.
I know what you're trying to bait, and I also know who you are from that one. That's a divorced dad on a Disney subreddit.
That is
right there, taking out the anger.
That's a dad looking at the happy memories at Disney, and the photos that are still on his nightstand and he's on the internet. That was like less bait and more just unleashing anger. They both kind of were. I felt the purity of the rage, and I could see the backstory in Wade's more. I have to give Wade the point for that one, just in the intensity of it.
Man, winning these feels worse than losing them, I think.
I know, right?
And if you at home want to come up with bait of your own, feel free to write terrible, horrible.
Oh, man. The subreddit is going to be such an awful place for a while
okay.
now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, it's
The
all
reason
in
why it
good
feels like
fun,
I'm missing
everybody,
something is
but at
because
the
I
same
have a
time,
nose ring.
We're doing this to help you.
I
There are people
don't,
out there
but
that
my
really have
VTuber
no
does.
care one way or another about your liking something, but they.
That's most people. Get over
I guess
yourself.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
calm
end that
down.
in a-
You're no
Oh,
points
sorry,
at stake
sorry.
here. There's no
Oh,
points.
sorry, guys. Channel something.
But there are people on the internet that literally just troll for a living because they get something out of it. They like responses. So be aware of it. We're educating people in terms of how to steal their souls. Not steal their souls, steal STEEL.
Everyone with your crushed dreams out there, you're stronger for it. Get over it.
Do you guys have more Disney, or do you want to move to a different one?
I'm good.
I'm fine with that resolution. I don't know if I have a stronger Disney one.
All right, here's an easy target. Twilight. Wade, you're up first, but take your time to think about it. Twilight. It's the punching bag of fandoms. It is.
Sure is.
As much as like even I have watched all the movies, Amy loves the Twilight movies. I can't, but not because they're good. And I think like this is a fandom that might be a little more self-aware.
I'm going to go the opposite route, and I'm going to go after everyone who hates on Twilight, including myself here. I've never read the books. I've never seen the movies. But whenever people liked Twilight, God, it was so easy, such a big, strong move to jump on the bandwagon of fucking pussy shits that were afraid to say anything and actually go watch it because the cool thing to do was to hate on it. Wow, look at you. You're so tough. Never gave it a chance, but oh man, better love story than Twilight. Ha ha ha. Laugh it off because you're in the popular crowd. You just walked right on over, and somebody enjoyed something and had the dare to enjoy something that other people criticize. Easier to hate on them and pick on the little guy. Oh, that makes you such a big, strong person, doesn't it? No, you're a bitch. Give it a chance. Watch it. Read it.
Fuck it up,
Just
Wade.
jump where the
Fuck it
popular
up.
crowd is. My God. Way to take the easy route. Fucking lazy pieces of shit.
I love the reverse bait angle because it reads just like a copy pasta. You know, what the fuck did you say to me, you little shit? I'll have you know I'm an American sniper with over 300 confirmed kills. Like, you sound exactly like that.
It's too easy to go after Twilight because that's all I've heard my entire life. So the more challenging bit for me was to like, okay, what do we stand up for? I don't know.
I don't know.
That was my muse, my inspiration. I went with
305, Mr. Worldwide.
Oh my God, you scared me.
your bit, dude.
I know a little bit about Twilight, but
And he left. He's so rude.
all right. At the heart of a lot of
Oh my
discussions
God, he
surrounding
just
the Twilight
scared.
franchise. Between
God.
Team Edward and Team Jacob. It's not a debate. It's not even close. Edward is a piece of shit.
Oh my
Edward is
God.
controlling, domineering. Edward doesn't love Bella because he wants a life partner, companion, someone to share things with. He loves Bella because he thinks he can manipulate her. He thinks he can control her. He thinks that she will do whatever he wants. He's a prick.
Welcome to real life
Only
relationship, Disney princesses.
It's just my bait. The only choice that should have been made was whether or not to ever speak to Edward again, because they did have a child, and I know that that whole thing is weird. Jacob is who Bella belongs with.
Get a kid?
Jacob
Did a
is
kid?
the one who cares. He's warm.
You told me to shoot
He's
by that
into her
Oh my
dogs.
God.
He's adorable. And not only does he defend, he protect, whatever.
He
also
protect.
attack. He's big. He's scary. He can save her. He can keep the family safe. Edward is an asshole, plus cold like the vampire he is on the inside.
You convinced me. Team furries.
All right. So, Bob, that was wonderful because not only was it targeted, not only did you pick the underdog literal side, you also came at it from a place of ignorance and like you dug your heels in and made old meme references. It hit so many of my criteria for good bait that you'd be debating if you wanted to. You would have a thread of comment replies in Reddit like 100 comments deep. That is definitely a winner for Twilight.
All right.
I went after more people.
I want to jump in with my own just to feel like because I want to
Oh
contribute.
yeah, please.
Do
No,
one.
we'd love for you to throw your career away with us.
I want to say Edward is a 100-year-old creep who for some reason sticks around in high school just to hang around a bunch of high schoolers. He is over 100 years old or close to it. And oh no, true love with a junior in high school? I'm pretty sure.
I do want to pause this because I actually want to make a statement on this. Yeah, that's fucking weird, right? Like, if you think about it in real life terms, like, in some cases, like, I get it because, like, the fucking, when you're a teenager and you think of like that age difference, you're like, oh my God, it's so romantic, because I was one of those people. But in truth, like when you're an adult and you think about that, you're like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up, because if you're 100 years old, you're not going to be hanging around high schoolers. You're going to be like, okay, there's one vampire show that's really good, and I don't remember the name. It's What We Do in the Shadows. And one of the vampires has a like 99-year-old lover, and people are like, that's more realistic. Like, that is more realistic to what a vampire would do, because if a vampire is 100 years old, they're gonna go after people who are 100 years old, you know? So yeah, it's I do agree with this completely. I read all the books, I watched all the movies, I really liked Twilight. If Edward was like, I don't know, just changed and he was 15 years old, like, yeah, you know, it would be, or I think they're like 17 or whatever. But like, yeah, that'd be a little more understandable. But like, yeah, he's 100 years old. He's not going to hang around kids if it's realistic. But, you know, teenagers don't think like that. So
it smacks of that quote from whatever that movie was where the guy says, high schoolers, like, I may get older, but they always stay the same age. That's Edward.
Your team Edward.
So your team Edward.
God, I'm dead.
I have another one for Jacob. Jacob is equally as creepy. He fell in love with a baby. And there's so many things I could say wrong about that. I would just love. I just don't even want to think about it anymore.
Happily ever after.
So anyway, that is you guys got more Twilight?
Nope, I think I went after what I wanted to go after. Me.
Hey, only half of that fandom approximately maybe is going to come after me, so maybe less. I don't know how popular Jacob is.
Most people are in that fandom, right? So no one will come after me for that.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Excellent.
All right, you guys want to move on? I got another one.
Please.
Oh, please, yes.
No, who went first on that last one? I can't remember. Was it Wade?
Me.
Okay.
Wade, yeah.
Wait, I got one that I think you're gonna like because it's one that has been prevalent and staying power. Supernatural.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. So Wade, I know you've watched
shit.
Supernatural, and I know you were a big fan of it.
Mhm.
And I know that it ended a few years ago. Bob, I'm sure that you watched Supernatural, Bob?
No.
Okay.
I'm googling. I'm gonna put one together. I'm not forfeiting this.
I can't say that I've ever watched an episode of Supernatural, but I'm going to try to summarize it without actually Googling anything. There's two dudes. One of them is a dude. The other's an angel, question mark. And they're a crime-fighting duo who try to
161 frames.
Wade's
I've done the
face is
first.
You want me to
First
describe
7.
it?
Oh my. Animation's fun, right?
Whenever there's bad demons that come up from hell, they gotta band together, wrist to wrist, and deport them back to hell. It's basically a side story of Constantine. You know Constantine?
You want the real description?
You know Constantine with
Yeah,
Keanu?
give me your version, Wade. I'm just curious. I know about Constantine. I'm just curious.
The show is about two brothers who grew up hunting different supernatural creatures in the world after their mother was killed by a demon when they were young. Along the way, they attack bigger and bigger threats affecting not just like locals or individuals, but the world as a whole. And they meet angels, demons, and make allies and friends with people on both sides, ultimately culminating in some ending I've not gotten to yet because I quit watching it after season 12.
Isn't that the story of Full Metal Alchemist?
I don't know, I've never seen that.
Has two brothers whose mother dies.
I've got a criticism ready, but I went first last time, so I don't know if you want me to wait, but I can go for one.
Yeah, vamp. I'm working on it.
All right, so Wade, you'll go first in this one.
So the reason, even before you started speaking, this is the one I was going to go after. You said it was about two individuals, a man and an angel, right? Because one of the biggest talked about things in this whole fucking show has nothing to do with anything that happens on screen, any of the great acting, any of the great writing, which, you know, got a little bit tougher after season 5 because they finished their story, but they kept going for the views, is people who could not get over shipping Dean and Castiel. Castiel wasn't even a character in the show till season 3. He's a funny, like, you know, side character, becomes a main character. He's great. But everyone, even the actors, they're like,
Yeah.
Destiel, Ship Dean and Castiel, they belong together.
Beast, thank you
The
for
show's about
subbing.
these
I
brothers,
appreciate
their
it.
journey through life, having to constantly sacrifice themselves and put their lives on hold to make the world a better
My
place.
thought
But
process
all
was
you can
I
think
would
about
do the
is,
frames first,
hope
then
there's
sort
some
them
dick
out.
between
That was a
those angels'
huge
wings
mistake.
tonight because you're obsessed.
I
You're
don't
gross.
do
Get over
animation, so
yourself.
I
That's
would
not what the
know.
show's about. Who gives a fuck about your sick fucking mind and the
I
weird
do have
thoughts
a
you
friend who
have?
does
Move
animation,
on,
though.
enjoy the show for what it is, and go write your own little weird fan fictions and keep them to yourselves. Because God, I don't need to hear the word Destiel one more goddamn time in my fucking life. You're gross and you're weird and no one likes you.
I fear, Wade, I fear that you have risen to the bait. I fear that you have become that which you seek to destroy.
I don't actually mind it that much.
If someone said one word in a post, it was like Destiel, that ramp would be that which takes the bait.
Oh, yeah.
However, I do appreciate the intensity of the rant.
Thank you.
It comes from a place of knowledge, and I appreciate it.
Misha Collins, who plays Destiel, actually supports it, and he's like, actually, yeah, I think that's canon. So they've not in the show, but after the show, the actors are like, yeah, sure, that's canon. Why not?
Bob, you have a very easy opening here, a very easy counter.
This online research I've been doing has been very unhelpful. All right, I have an angle, I think.
Okay.
Dear fans of Supernatural,
Yes, I'm here.
I don't mind that you enjoy the show. I think it's great that you have something that you love so much and are so passionate about. I'm sorry that there are only really 5 decent seasons of this show that you care so much about, even though there are somehow 15 total. I don't understand how that ratio works. I don't know why it wasn't canceled, but no matter how much you love it, despite all of its flaws, I have a secret to tell you. It is not a pop cultural icon. Do not mention this show you love so much in the same breath as Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. This show is nothing. When history remembers awesome pop culture moments, this won't even be a whisper of a thought in the back of the mind of history. Nobody cares how much you love it. It's great for you, but it is not a moment. It is not an icon. It is a TV show that lived a good childhood and died a slow, drawn-out, low-budget death.
Ooh.
I don't know anything about this show, but I feel like that's a way to cut at them pretty good.
I think most Supernatural fans would agree that the last 10 seasons didn't live back up. It was originally written for 5, and they kept extending it, and everything was great, and actually production went up, but the writers wrote themselves into a hole by having like the ultimate villain in season 5, and then they were like,
See, this guy,
how do we 10 season more?
he thinks it belongs in the upper echelons, but it doesn't.
The first 5 seasons do.
Don't kid yourself. That's not how this works.
Come on, man.
Shows are remembered in their entirety.
No, Wade, you're taking the bait. You're taking the bait.
I had to.
The bait worked.
The bait
I
worked.
had to. I'm going to the Reddit.
No, I think just from the sheer cutting of that, like I felt the anger about Destiel, and I was wondering if Bob, you were just gonna go like Destiel is real, like, and that would be your only bait. I would have given you the win. I would have given you, but I think just like despite Wade's advanced knowledge, and he rose to that bait. He did, even if there's a slight slip. I gotta give it to Bob again, like with the points.
Okay, yeah, easy. Just give me a topic I know nothing about, and
Hey, it's easy to be really mean about shit that you know nothing about. I tell you what, I feel way less bad about that one than I did about the first.
Basically, it
couple.
puts all
I don't
your
know if I took
frames
the bait
on
because I
one
agree. I
row,
mean,
all in the same length and stuff.
You
I have to
said-
go
you
through
said
and
the first
scale
5
every
seasons were
single
great, and
one.
after that, it really just died off. If you
Ooh.
look at it as
I mean,
first 5 seasons like Paragon.
I still
of
feel
TV
like you might
history?
be.
Is it a
I
show
don't
to
know.
be remembered?
Animation, I know, is very
it's hard
tedious.
to remember. Like,
It's
at the
very
time, I feel like I
tedious.
probably felt that way,
So,
but after
I
seeing
applaud you
the other 7
for
seasons that I have
doing
seen,
such
like,
tedious
my
work.
passion and love for the franchise
I could never
definitely
do
wore
it.
off to the point I haven't
So
even
I
finished
applaud
the
you for
show.
that.
So it's hard to put myself back in that mindset of after seeing the first 5. I don't remember how I felt at that point.
That sounds like someone rising to the bait. I can hear it in your voice, the longing.
The
Anyway.
longing.
Do what you do. Give him the point.
We're gonna
Everybody knows Mark likes me better.
We're gonna move away. We're gonna move away from TV shows.
Statistically, Mark lets you win more. That we've seen that. So I always
No,
know.
I've been one of the most even. Haven't I been the most even?
We've all been.
I don't remember. I just wanted to say that. You took my bait, Mark. Is that a point for me? You fucking took that bait quick.
You got me there. You got me there, man. I'm gonna give you a point. You're right. I jumped right on that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I apologize. See, that's good bait because it's so quick you don't even notice that it's bait. I think that's definitely a great example.
It was unintentional on my part too, but I'll take it.
Yeah, see, it just happened.
This episode of Distractable is sponsored by Manscaped. Guys, it's wrapped.
I know you were cutting off balls and their weed whack.
Thought just letting it air dry would.
Free shipping at.
Yeah, all of it.
I'm just gonna lay down and take a nap.
This episode of Carrier
Whether you're buying for usage.
and with them better. STRACTIBLE.
Craft are abound. It has been around since.
.com/distractable.
So we're gonna move to a different topic because we've talked about this just recently. We're going into video games.
Yes.
Minecraft.
Oh, yes.
Fans of Minecraft are abound. It has been around since way long ago. Our
2010.
histories of Minecraft, then it fell out a little bit, and then suddenly, oh, it's back again. Like everyone's just discovering it new, and all of a sudden couldn't be more popular. Well, I think it's actually on the fading, but
It's been huge for a long time, though.
yeah, exactly. So I think, Bob, it is your turn to go first.
Okay.
Prepare as much as you'd like, and then whenever you're ready, deliver the bait. Chum the waters, if you will.
You can't deny that Minecraft has sold millions of copies, however many. It's insane. And you can't deny that some very smart people have done some incredible things, making computers and contraptions and using the technical stuff in Minecraft to do very cool, effectively very inefficient and clunky programming of various different kinds. But what I think is the most asinine thing that people tout about Minecraft is
Speedruns?
that it's any world you want it to be. It's all these worlds. You can build your
okay,
own
never mind.
world. You can make mods, and you can have all these rules and monsters, anything you can dream of. As long as you dream in 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter cubes, it does not represent a world. It represents a visualization of your stupid imagination. You're
Stupid
effectively a
imagination.
4-year-old playing in the sandbox, imagining that a little shit pile of damp sand is a castle. And that you have a magic cape that allows you to fly around your sandbox kingdom and build whatever little shit piles of sand you want. It's nothing. It is nothing. It does nothing. It only allows you to reflect your own idiocy back on yourself. It's a plaything to occupy the dim mind of idiots. So enjoy your stupid, pointless world. I'll be out here in the real one, having experiences that matter.
Ooh,
Quite a rant.
good one.
Really personal. I don't like that.
So much anger in there. All right, Wade, your bait.
Sure. Minecraft has changed so little in like 10 years. And they just re-released. You know why it has so many sales? Because they did the same shit Grand Theft Auto 5 did. Oh, Minecraft. Minecraft for the Switch. Minecraft for the PlayStation 3. Minecraft for the PlayStation 4. Minecraft for the PlayStation. They sell the same shit to the same people on different platforms. That's how they get their sales. The game hasn't changed. And people that still enjoy Minecraft in 2022 are the same people that high school was the best time of their lives and the rest of their lives are shit. They can't
Ooh.
move on to bigger and better things because they think they've found the epitome. And they're so glued to their love of their blocky worlds that they've forgotten that new games come out, new things are out there to be enjoyed, and they don't need to just keep enjoying those cubes Bob was referencing. There's more out there. You have more life to live. And if you're enjoying yourself so goddamn much in a game that's 10, I don't know how fucking old it is at this point because it's looked the same for over a decade. So enjoy yourself. I'm glad that that's the epitome of your life while we're out here enjoying newer and better things.
All right, this is a lot of hate and anger. I feel like it's deviating into a roast more than bait.
Okay.
I'm going to enter into this round myself, and I'm going to throw some bait.
Oh, please.
All you Minecrafters out there, Bedrock is better than Java in every way. Period. End of bait.
Don't even know what that means. It sounds great, though.
I guarantee you, Minecrafters know. Do you want to know why?
I know the difference, but I don't understand why that's bait, I guess. What's the difference?
It would be equivalent of me saying bait of Minecraft got better after Microsoft bought it.
Okay.
That makes sense. But it's the same.
I'll give you like a 1/10 of a point for that myself.
Trust me when I say, as far as bait goes, bait in terms of getting people to respond angrily to you. I think like the best bait comes from a place of almost like passive aggressive haughtiness. You think you're better than them, or you say something with such confidence and so succinctly that it is so incorrect that people have to be upset at you in every way possible.
So Minecraft, I would say like Minecraft isn't the best game of the last decade. Minecraft wasn't even the best game the year it came out.
That would be bait. That would be good bait.
Excellent.
Also, you could say the people you met in Minecraft aren't actually your friend. They don't mean anything to you, and they will never mean anything to you because they don't actually care about you, Wade.
Interesting.
No one you've ever met on Minecraft means anything.
Wow.
You're right, dude.
That's so funny because his fucking wife he met from Minecraft. Oh. Also, Mark, what the? I'm gonna take this bait. Mark, that's rude. I met one of my best friends from Minecraft. I literally live like fucking a minute away from his house at this point. Like, nah, come on, Mark. That's rude. That's just rude.
Oh, my wife.
Oh, my wife.
Is that bait? Molly's gonna come after me. I just baited my wife. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that a wash for now. If you guys would like to try another one in Minecraft, or we can move on to another one.
Do you want to
Move
try?
on.
All right, move on.
Oh, you can if you want to do it.
No,
do
I
it.
was just asking.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Because I got another really good one for you.
All right.
Okay.
That has a ripe with potential, with a fan base that is ready to gnash and wail of teeth.
Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ooh.
Okay.
FNAF's
Five
not that
Nights at
good.
Freddy's,
It's
the
just full of jump
legendary
scares.
game
Jump scares aren't
that
scary.
spawned-
They're just
maybe
surprising.
even spawned my resurgence, my rise. I'm the king of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, I love FNAF, by the way. So
I guess I've got one.
Yeah, wait, you're first, right? I
Wait.
guess.
To be succinct, I'll say the same thing about FNAF that I said about Minecraft a second ago. FNAF is not a great game. It's not a great game franchise. It wasn't the best game of the decade. It wasn't even the best game the year it came out. It did something new, but the reason people cared about FNAF was because they couldn't put their story in a coherent manner, so they were curious what the fuck was going on, and because of overreacting Let's Players like us three, who put things on there, got scared, and you got to laugh instead of having to play it and be scared for yourself. FNAF is not interesting. The story at this point, if you go and even try to comprehend what the story is at this point, it's so stupid and convoluted, it's not even mildly interesting. So, shit game, shit writing, and everyone just wants to know what the fuck happened, and that's why it's maintained interest for however long it's been
Scott
out.
Cawthon's
Pretty
going to take the
succinct.
bait for that
I
one.
can't disagree with any of that. Bob, what do you have to say?
All right. Well, Wade focused a lot on the lore of the game, but I think any lore beyond the first game in the franchise is all bullshit. You know why there's more than one game in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise? Because Big Daddy Cawthorn realized he could milk you morons for millions and millions of dollars. There's nothing. He made it up as he went along.
Absolutely.
It's meaningless. You know what it is dollars in his bank account. That's what it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. It's tough to decide between the two of those. I think that Wade, by sheer quantity of different targets, hit a lot more that could get a rise out of a few more people. Because I'm trying to judge this purely on how many people are actually going to respond to these. I think that with Bob, the animosity towards Scott Cawthon, like at this point in it, might not get as many people angry as Wade did. So I'm going to give Wade the point for that one.
Oh, whoops.
No,
Where?
nothing to say. Wade.
You're not happy about that?
I'm just happy
or-
to take my win.
You didn't seem very happy.
If you like FNAF, you have bad taste. Pretty straightforward.
Dude, that's a bait. That's such a more succinct bait. That's such a good one.
The contest is over. You can stop.
Well, I added it at the end. I thought of it.
Just pretend like you already lost, and when you start, and then say what you want to say then when you're really angry.
Yeah, I know. You just wrap it up so well.
My bait alarm goes off at the end. That's when the ideas come.
I told you you're way more savage than I am.
You just gotta turn it into a quip, and that's what it's gotta be. It's gotta be so quip.
I know, but I can't just like the way my quips work is they come out naturally in conversation. I can't just think and be like quip. Just come to brain.
Well, you imagine a lot of conversations with yourself in your head. Just imagine a conversation before you speak.
I don't waste time in my head with FNAF. That sounds bad. That's another bait, I guess.
Damn. Turns out Mark is king of nothing.
Sorry, Mark. You want to take the bait again? You about to? Come on.
Security Breach is the best Five Nights at Freddy's, hands down.
Which Which one is that? Is that the one where there's ghost kids inhabiting animatronics? Or is that the other
No,
one?
that's all of them. Security Breach is a great one with 3D and free roaming entertainment in the.
Wait,
To be
Five
completely
Nights at
honest, I did
Freddy's,
like
the
Security Breach.
Freddy
I know the story is
Fazbear
I know
confusing as
which
fuck,
place.
but I did
I
like
think
it.
I know which one you're referencing with Security Breach, but isn't there another one where you can freely roam and do like little RPG battles?
I have no idea.
The only game with a more confusing series of sequels than Five Nights at Freddy's is Kingdom Hearts.
FNAF World? Was it FNAF World? Wasn't there one called World?
Yeah.
Is that a fan game or something? I don't know.
No, it was like one that came out. Everyone was confused because it's like an RPG or something. I don't know. Whatever. Five Nights at Fuckboys was better than Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's such a good bait. That's such a good bait.
Came to mind now. I used it.
You're making gold, man. But we're not in the round, so no more points to be awarded.
Come after me, audience. I'm just putting daggers in my own coffin here at this point.
I think Wade actually hates Five Nights at Freddy's.
He might,
This is
actually.
just sincere.
Yeah, might be. Do you guys want to try again or move on?
No, Wade won.
We were
Wade won again already.
My quips are out, man. I put my dick out there. Now it's already ready to be sliced.
All right, so this next one might get you in a lot of trouble. This one actually could get you people coming after you. If you play your cards wrong here, you could actually get people to attack you.
Great.
Okay.
K-pop.
Ooh.
Get some good K-pop bait out there.
Oh shit.
And it could.
This is dangerous, Mark. You know this is dangerous.
Let me recap the things that K-pop people have done to attack. I know off the top of my head that they have done a spree of doxing people. They have exposed people for past dirt that has been buried deep in the earth. They have, under the guise of doing good, they have tried to unearth crimes in the past, and I believe that more than one has physically attacked people for their bad K-pop takes. And me, as a half Korean
I'm sure
gentleman,
this will be fine.
I must try to defend my honor in this moment.
I like how you literally lead us to the firing squad, hand the audience the muskets. You're like, Bob and Wade, say something to get shot.
You can abstain. I said from the beginning,
Yeah, no,
you can say
abstain, Wade.
nothing.
You can abstain.
I've got balls. I'm ending my career for this. I will win if it costs me my life.
They're imaginary points for the privilege of coming up with the next idea.
Yeah, no, is it worth it, Wade? I don't know.
Fuck my dreams. Fuck my nightmares. I'm gonna win.
All right, okay then.
Bob, end our careers and maybe our lives.
No, Bob, you could abstain too.
No, I'm doing it. I got one.
All right, okay.
Oh, is that right? Oh, you like a K-pop star. Okay, you like one of the guys. Let me guess. Is he tall, really skinny, and adorably cute? Okay. Fuck, I can't even. I don't know enough about K-pop, man. God damn it.
Oh man.
I don't even know the name of a K-pop star. Like, I know that some of the group names.
Ted K-pop?
Oh my god.
I don't want to just be like, oh, K-pop is bad. There has to be something to it, or otherwise, what am I doing here?
You were going on a great path. I do appreciate you trying to like put more spin on it. I will, like, you could finish it out. Let's stick the landing, man. Come on.
Oh, you like one? Was he tall and skinny and cute? Oh, what does he wear? Very fashionable clothes? Does he make little hearts with his hands and love everyone in his audience, even though he doesn't know who a single person is outside of his bandmates and handlers? Oh, wait, did he get a haircut? Oh, gosh, tell me more. Fascinating. Please go on.
I love the handlers, because that's a little real. That's good. All right, Wade. They're on the way to kill Bob right now.
The fandoms of K-pop, as you've mentioned, are pretty ruthless. They're pretty bad. The treatment of K-pop stars by their management, the things that they put them through, the contracts they have to sign to basically not have lives outside of their job, pretty bad. You know what's worse? The final product that they make.
Ooh.
I think he's done.
All right, my
I think he's done.
is...
Dude,
I should have surprised
you.
you.
You
Yeah.
started that.
I was like, yeah, why not?
Like, because you said, I get it. The fans are bad.
The K-pop
You
stands are.
just
Yes, they are.
agree
Holy
that
shit.
that percent-
They've literally shut down
I
politicians.
figured I'd
Like,
go,
that's horrifying.
Right for it. Yeah, bad, worse, and the worst. And I wanted the...
And K-pop stands
I
don't
feel
kill
real
me.
the
I mean this in the
episode,
nicest
and
way
I'm
possible.
not in any
But
way
they
trying to
scare
curry
the
favor with
ever-loving
people who
shit
want
out
to
of
kill us
me
right now or
because a
whatever.
lot of them
You
are
did that.
mean.
Enough to understand what
like
the fuck
high
is up with
school
K-pop
girl
fandoms,
Mean
'cause,
Girls
like,
level
there are plenty
mean,
of
and it
totally rabid
scares
fandoms
me.
out there that are overboard, that will go in on anyone who says a bad word about the thing that they're a fan of. But the K-pop fandom, is it just so big that like there's more, you know, people on the outliers who are, you know, maybe have
The internet
weirder
was a
ideas
mistake.
or are willing to do crazier things to defend something they love so much? Because like K-pop isn't a thing that is like insane. K-pop is cool. I generally enjoy the music and I get it why
Yeah, I
people
like K-pop
it,
music.
but there's also been some really crazy shit that people in that fandom have done, like you said. Just weird.
I think it's a combination, right? It's a combination of certain things happening and overlapping at the same time. The rise of the internet and social media on the internet, a very intense fan base that feels passionate about a small underdog of a thing. Korea as a country, as a strategic move to push Korean culture and get an export of entertainment, like emulating what America does in terms of pushing out entertainment. They called it Hallyu, which is like the Korean wave, as it pushed out into the rest of the world, all hitting at the same time. And then the explosion of these boy band groups in terms of like their performative ability and the demands. It is an intensely competitive field in terms of like these things. So the performances themselves are actually incredible. Like if you've watched K-pop stars and bands dance and do their routines, they are like Olympic level athletes in terms of their ability to sing and dance on stage. It is an incredible performance, which lends a lot of energy to the crowd who go to these things. It's a really entertaining thing. And it's all of these hitting at once creates like this fervor in the fan base to be aggressive about it. And then given that there is this push to push it on to the rest of the world, the fans that grab onto it, they want to push it into other people's view, and so that rabidity gets a lot of pushback of like, what is this? You keep shoving this down my throat, and so they get more rabid, and it's like this constant battle. And then there's this righteousness that they feel because the K-pop stars themselves are trying to like be good examples, and like relatively, not all of them, of course, like no one's perfect, no one ever is perfect, but generally the idea is like good morals and trying to push that out. So it creates this fervor of righteousness.
A lot of that's they're forced to do, right? Their contracts are supposedly pretty rough that they have to sign to be part of these bands, like some of the bigger ones.
It varies a lot, yeah.
But I will say for the fandoms, I love when there's like a horrible hashtag that's trying to trend, and like the K-pop fandoms come in and they just take over the hashtag.
That's so good.
So like instead of like some racist thing being like getting popularity, it's just like all the K-pop clips and things. Like that's actually a pretty cool thing.
Yeah,
I actually am trying to save my ass with that comment, but it's actually true.
No, it's like it's true. There is a lot to like about it. There's a lot of criticisms to make, and I think like it's perfectly okay to say something that is critical of the K-pop or entertainment industry as a whole. There are always parts of it that are negative. However, that's not why we're here.
Okay.
I hate to say it, we're all tied up.
Who won that one?
Wade did. Because it like the pure death.
K-pop is strange to me
You remember
personally.
what he said.
The K-pop fandoms could solo a genuine military.
Okay, so we're gonna do this one, and this might not
Which
be
is
something that you
kind
guys
of
are
on the
well-versed in,
on the
but it
nose,
is one
seeing
of
as
the
how BTS has to do their
newest
military
fandoms
work now.
that is out there on the internet today.
Okay.
And it is kind of spilling over between games.
I don't know
and
about that one.
It's, kind of like
It's
a
coffee
ripe
time
for
though.
some good
Ooh,
old-fashioned
tell me what coffee
bake,
you're having.
And that is the
Bro, all they
Backrooms.
need is a
The entire
1 hour loop
fandom
of a
that revolves
K-pop
around the
songs and they're
Backrooms,
set.
the
They
people that
convert to
consume it,
music
the
into
people that
they
make
convert
content
their
about
music
it.
into
It is a new
string.
game that is hitting big, or it's not even a game. It didn't start that way. Basically, another creepypasta that is arose. And I believe it is Wade, your turn to go first.
Okay. People that like the Backrooms are the same people that are obsessed with FNAF, and they're just looking for the next stupid thing with no lore and lots of confusing things and lack of interesting plot to latch onto.
I love it. It's very short, sweet, and to the point. You would get a lot of people arguing with you with that one. Bob, that didn't give you a lot of time to think about it, but you can take more time.
I literally don't know the first thing about the Backrooms, so I'm just sort
I've
of
played it and I don't either. That's the point.
looking at it.
Wait, your turn's over. Your turn's over. Yeah, you come down.
Not talked yet. I'm still taking it, man. I'm stabbing multiple times. One dagger wasn't enough.
I guess you could keep going while Bob's looking up if he's not ready.
I have one.
Okay,
I have
okay.
one. I have one, I think.
All right, okay.
I'm pretty happy with what I had.
Okay. The Backrooms is the robot chicken of today's video game culture. You wander around, random shit happens, but I'm sorry to tell you, it means literally nothing. Is that cutting? Is that good?
That was pretty cutting, so long as people know what Robot Chicken was.
Okay.
Is it still on? Are they still making new robots?
Is it still on?
It's re-airing. It's not new episodes, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh, man. Both of those were great in different ways. I could see, just because the cleverness of saying it's the Robot Chicken, of new media. It's just it is very cutting.
That's a compliment to me. I liked Robot Chicken.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people like Robot Chicken, but it's just an accumulation of random 8-second ideas. It's nothing.
No, that's what makes your thing beautiful, because also Robot Chicken fans would be mad at you.
I know. Well, yeah.
So it's tight.
You could have us go again, I guess.
I guess
If you think it needs a tie break.
it was pretty close, but do you guys got another one?
I have another one. Kind of.
You can go first that time, and I'll go after you then.
I will weigh all of the roasts. If we do another one, I'll weigh all of the bait together from both. If you guys want to go again.
I got one.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I finally figured out why people are so hyped up about the backrooms. It's because it's just as stupid, if not more asinine, than all of the SCP games.
Oh. Oh, that one hurt me.
I knew it would.
Don't fall for it. It's a bait, Mark.
Oh, man.
Okay, so you took part of what I was going to say, which makes it tougher, but
No, wait, say whatever you're going to say.
It's hard to even want to criticize the Backrooms because of shitty horror franchises like FNAF, SCP, and now the Backrooms. It's not even really worth criticizing because there's nothing there to criticize. Half the game you're wandering around alone in the dark, and then whenever you do encounter an enemy, it's just a recycled fucking SCP from another game. Woo. Glad they decided to put them in back rooms, which means what? What is a back room? Just a room in the back. Terrifying. Way to waste my time with this topic and with the game and all the other bullshit y'all have made about it. Let it die like it should have been from the start.
All right. These are great. Boys, you have done a wonderful job providing me with incredible bait.
I will be avoiding the Reddit for the next foreseeable lifetime.
I thank you for your contribution in somehow driving our fan base towards toxicity instead of...
We don't have any K-pop fans in our audience because, man, oh man.
Like the responsible stewards we are.
Yes. People who watch and listen to this, remember, usually we try to encourage goodness, but I have to assign a winner here to the most toxic of you. Not because he went first of the idea, but because it was more succinct and cutting in the very end and made my soul hurt and made me want to rise to the bait. I grant the winner to Bob.
Honestly, I'll take the loss on this one. I'm okay.
I don't think I said anything that bad. I think if anyone has a problem with what I said today, they're just a big baby.
Ah, delicious, delectable.
Tally another win in the Bob column for Mark, everybody out there keeping track. Shocking.
It really was pretty even, man. I don't know. The last time it was tracked, he had like 2 or 3 more picks for me than for you, which is pretty even, considering that he had like 18 picks.
Hey, whatever you say, man.
I'm surprised you're not more angry that Mark wins more than either of us.
Well, we try to keep him happy so that we can keep the show running.
Listen, guys. We can't rise to each other's bait now, can we?
No one listens to Distractable for Wade and Bob. They listen for Mark and friends, so we got to keep Mark happy.
Awesome. Thank you. For acknowledging it.
All right. The bait that Mark's like, nom, 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 nom. I like this bait.
All right. Well, thank you, Bob. Do you have any parting baiting words for people, or would you like to try to redeem yourself?
I don't know. This whole thing seemed pretty pointless. I think if you enjoy podcasts, you're probably just low IQ. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay.
Thanks for the win, I guess.
Thank you, Wade.
I'm the worst person to try to bait because I'm so fucking self-deprecating. Like, because I just I think so lowly of myself that if someone's like, man, you really are a piece of shit for listening to that, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. And that would be it. They'd be like, wait, hold on. I can't have an argument with you if you agree with me.
Let's be scared and react to horror shit. Let's make dumb penis jokes and then say goodbye and act like we know every single viewer that we have out there who probably doesn't care about us that much. And while they think we care about them, you're all fucking money in the bank, y'all.
Jesus.
Okay.
I think it was just...
That was real. That was the realest shit you'll ever hear.
I don't know
on
what
Distractable.
that was. But anyway,
You know what charity streams are? Tax write-offs. Fuck y'all.
It's always in the end. You could have won it, Wade. You could have had this.
I don't want to win it.
You was there all along.
I'm gonna lose with my dignity intact.
Anyway, thank you so much for being a part of it. If you listen to the end of this, are you really? Can you say you're any better than us? Can you?
Yeah, probably. You probably can.
Anyway, remember to follow this, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out our merch store, store.distractiblepodcast.com. You can find Bob through MySkirm. He's now on Twitch, so, direct all your hate there. Wade, Lord Minion 777 or Minion 777. You know where to find him. I am completely anonymous. I've never existed.
Fuck you, Markiplier.
And thank you all so much for listening. We'll be back maybe again next week if we have not been driven off the platform. But we will keep trying every week to be driven off if this one doesn't work with Bob as the host. Thank you. Podcast out.
This episode of Distractable is presented by Intel.
No! Stop it! Alright.
This episode of Distractable is presented by Intel.
No! You fuck! Stop it!
How one
Age doesn't move, nor attend party. Good evening,
Ah.
gentle listener, and welcome to Distractable, a Wood Elf production. This week, Bob Likes Big School has affinity for large bow wows, but prefers handheld versions. Wade doesn't move, nor attend parties, but loves a crop of pizza and dislikes a tiny packs. Mark misses the seasons and is worried about street sharks and the trusty man. Yet wizards
I just realized I
take
forgot my
back
little
and
ears on
cause
mine.
him a huge meltdown. Yes, it's time for Big or Small. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello, and well, man, these are getting increasingly awkward. This is the intro now. Use this, Will. Hello, and welcome to Distractable, another episode of your favorite podcast. And if it's not yet, it's probably only because you haven't listened to it yet. So get ready to laugh and feel and be transported to another time and place, but only metaphorically. My name is Bob. I will be your host for this episode. The general format here is I, the host, bring a topic or a poorly researched story or nothing at all, and I present it to my competitors and co-hosts, Mark and Wade.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Was
Yeah.
that where we were supposed to say hi?
That was prompted you to,
We've been doing this a long time. I know the cues.
We're a well-oiled machine. We even finish each other's
Laundry.
Thank you. I appreciate that, by the way. The starching is unnecessary, but I like a good folded basket of laundry.
Sentences!
Ah, yes. Oh, the French. I don't.
What?
Huh?
Do you guys know that meme? I forget even who it was. It's a very famous actor or something. It's like the guy who played the Godfather. I don't know. He just goes, oh, the French.
No,
No?
I thought you were calling out the French for no reason.
Just, what's up, Frenchies?
Portugal!
Hey, Elixian's cool. What? How do you say it like that?
I don't know. You know that meme where the guy yells Portugal?
Is that an actual meme?
Just started it right now.
Just like the French one.
Mine is a real meme.
Mine is now.
Portugal.
I declare it. I declare that's a meme.
All right, before we get into this, I do have to say it's an exciting episode because every point that you earn is going to be brought to us by Intel. You'll get to hear that sound we all know and love, the Intel bong, every time I award points.
This episode of Distractable is sponsored by Mint
No,
Mobile. There's no Mint Mobile. It's just $15 a month. Like,
On that, which is nice,
and
gotta be honest, but I mean,
Except
I normally always listen
Also,
through
the
these, but I
unlimited
can't
talking
because I'm
pack. Yeah,
streaming.
Mobile.com.
your help.
life is busy.
Someday
Go to an office.
night to complain.
Okay.
Not your-
TRA complicated, but I'm not. Today the stakes are high, okay? Today there actually will be a winner, and it won't be either of the competitors, but also one of them
Wait.
will technically win. It's complicated.
What?
It's not complicated, but I'm not explaining it well, so it sounds complicated.
I am so lost.
Before we get into that party, how's it hanging? Left, right, middle?
Right now, up straight at the ceiling.
Oh.
Yeah, upside down, kind of.
You know how I go into these episodes, don't you?
Get all worked up.
Uh-huh. That's when I'm at my funniest.
Not like one of the corkscrews on a roller coaster at the moment.
It's hanging duck for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goodness. A game all the way through. This is how this whole episode's going to be, everybody.
Yep.
Quality entertainment from start to finish.
Hey, I'm having fun.
Well, we are getting older.
That's how time works. Yeah, anything new in your lives? I don't actually think I have anything to contribute. Not that as the host, that I have to.
I've personally been finalizing the edit of some TV show that people have been very anticipatory
Firefly?
toward. Yes.
You're finally getting around to... I didn't even do that. If I just try and say the name, it just does it by itself. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a wonderful global technology that is watching over us. The universal computer.
It's a new copyright technology. Oh my God, the future where if you start playing something copyrighted that you don't have, the world is just like, nope, can't play that song. Nope.
As it should be.
Yeah, if I try to say it, it also... Oh, wait, wrong... There, got it.
Did you get that set up?
Make that good.
That's
I'm
impressive.
sorry, was that some sort of copyrighted letter you just spoke out loud?
Oh, yes.
Can't say that one.
I tried to say the letter.
The brand new 27th letter of the alphabet, copyrighted by Google or someone probably. Or no, who's the copyright troll company? Probably copyrighted by them.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Are there copyright troll companies?
I mean, that was the thing on YouTube like a couple of years ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
Probably still, but there were companies that were just like, oh, we have that copyright.
You know, I'm having more copyright claims on YouTube right now than I have since like the first big wave of it. Like every day, it's like 3 new videos are being claimed.
Somebody is mad at you.
Now stop making copyrighted crap.
Well, when we saw you in person together,
You saw me. I don't like that.
I will have had you go through and fix all my copyright claims for me, guys. Thank you.
When I was staring in your window,
I wish Mark would fix my copyrighted claims.
And thunderstorms were raging behind
That'd be
me.
nice.
I saw.
Coffee acquired, time to vibe. Ooh, nice.
I actually came over the other night, but I didn't want to stop watching you sleep, so I couldn't wake you.
We will have done that by the time this out.
Yes, the great Bob Wade outing of 2022 to Los Angeles will have occurred. Yes.
It's the first time we will have seen each other since the Australia tour, which was 4 years ago.
That's so insane.
No way. Is that true?
All 3 of us together, I think that is true. Because I've seen Mark.
Yeah.
Mark and Amy, Mandy and I hung out with once in the interim.
Yeah, but all 3 of us being together. Yeah.
No, that's horrifying.
Wait, is my birthday post-tour? Because Mark was at my birthday, too. Wade didn't come to my birthday party, but Mark did.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm a real friend. Host Bob.
You missed go-karts.
All right, well, being a shitty friend who didn't leave you 2 to move out west and still is in Cincinnati, yes, I am
Still on
the
about
worst.
the West thing.
How could you not?
Happiness, money, I don't know.
It's so sad in California.
You guys have great stuff out there. No rain, fire, land value that'll decrease whenever it's under the ocean in a few years. It's great.
I'm the next valley in from the ocean. We're going to be ocean front sometime in the next century.
That's thinking positively.
We picked the right spot, man.
Well, I did just get back from a wedding that was in Wisconsin, and it was the first time that I had seen the leaves changing since I moved to LA. I had this not since I moved to LA, but for 5 years. It was this horrendous realization that oh God, this is a part of the world that I used to have every day of my life and just is no more. And that made me sad.
Oh.
But I'm happy.
If only there was some way to correct the mistakes of the past.
Bean house, bean house, bean house.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Pea House.
Is it pea house or peen house?
I was both simultaneously.
I mean, doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah. Either and.
Either and.
Anyway, that wasn't really small talk about us, but that was good catching up, guys.
Yeah, good catching up.
Yes.
I'm excited
Yes.
to have had been hanging out. You know what? None of that's important.
What is?
Because now it's time to get to what is important. With a new recurring segment, maybe, probably, called Adjective or Adjective. That's too narrow. This or that.
Wait, isn't that already a thing? This or that?
Yeah, no, that's like maybe that's someone else's already. Thing or thing.
Thing or thing.
Maybe put some more music, or I don't know. Do your thing, Will. Make that sound less awkward.
Let's get the rights to use the song This or That.
That's probably outside the budget. Gotta be honest.
Oh, Will, make your own song. Sing the
That's
lyrics and do the tune. Excellent.
Probably outside the budget.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest.
Do it for free? Pro
That's
bono.
Probably outside the budget. Gotta be honest.
Okay. No music, no happiness, nothing. Just silence.
That's probably outside the budget.
What is in the budget?
That was one too many. I didn't follow the rules. There is no budget.
You're
Today,
on a rule of 6.
Today, you and also me am deciding an important and generation-defining decision. Okay. Which one will it be, boys? Big or small?
Oh,
we guess you, we guess you, we guess to you.
You don't have to decide right now. We're going to talk it through. But during today's discussion, we are going to talk about various things and decide ultimately in the entire universe from here until eternity for the rest of existence whether it is better to be or otherwise exist in a state of big or small. It must apply to everything. You can't have big one thing and small other thing. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff and ultimately decide, and everyone has to follow our decision, whether big or small wins. The other one, gone forever. No such thing. No small or no big ever again. Everything must be the one we choose. See? Big stakes, right? Told you.
I'm so confused, but I'm ready and able and willing and able and willing able.
I'm so torn already.
It'll become clear. We'll start slow. And you guys are welcome to, once we get into it, you're welcome to bring your own evidence. Basically, I'm the judge of the episode and I'm the judge of this game. You each get a vote. You're allowed to agree. I'll just say we're going to start with cars. Big general topic. Vehicles, motor vehicles. And you're allowed to both vote the same way. You're allowed to disagree. If there is a disagreement, I am the deciding vote. And it'll make more sense as we go. And I think this is going to be good. This is going to be good for everyone. No more confusion. If you need a bigger one or a small one or whatever. No choice. We'll decide for you.
Uh-huh.
You ready?
Yes, I think. Maybe. No. Yes?
I have no idea.
All right. We're just going to ease into it. Like I said, cars, motor vehicles, electric or otherwise. Which one, boys? Big or small?
Oh.
Is this all vehicles or specifically cars?
No context from me, just motorized vehicles that humans use for transportation.
Big.
Small.
Big.
Small.
Big.
Oh, that was a lot faster than I thought we'd arrive at a vote, but back it up, because now I'm going to have to decide, I guess.
Oh.
Why?
I didn't know there was explanations that would be a part of this.
Oh, I'm prepared. I've got my notes in front of me.
I don't want you to be prepared. I want you to speak from your soul.
Well, I am. I was making all that up to try to sound important.
Okay, good. I thought you were cheating.
No, but the reason I thought big was because of like mass transportation, like public transportation systems rather than individualized cars and being able to move lots of things at once rather than having to move a lot of different times. So there you go.
What about all those people that live in the cities? What are they going to do with their big automobiles?
Walk, lazy little shits.
Ooh.
I say small because and there was no qualifications for this questions. I don't consider a train to be a motorized vehicle necessarily.
I would acknowledge that.
So big cars.
Okay, I'll say road going. We're saying road
going. All right, all road going. So yeah, small. It's big's a plague in terms of road goers. You don't want big road goers all over your neighborhoods. There could be big road goers hiding behind bushes, lurking around corners, ready to jump out at you at any moment. Spring up out of the ground from beneath the road. They swim in it like a shark. Like, you know, street sharks? You street sharks?
Oh, yeah. Terrifying.
Yeah. You remember that show?
Well, they haven't come to the Bay yet. You guys have Street Sharks in L.A.?
The show. Street Sharks.
The reality show about the sharks that live in the asphalt in the street?
The TV show.
Yeah, reality TV show.
Street Sharks. No, well, I hope, yes, it is about reality.
Well, you know what you can do with big? You can run over the sharks.
The sharks aren't my concern.
Really got bogged down in the sharks. Sorry.
Yeah. Too much shark talk. More about big is a symbolism for bigness and how that's bad. Yep.
I counter with no.
Weak argument. I like it.
Thank you.
I guess I get to decide this one. I have to say, I lean towards small. I like small because everyone doesn't need cars. You can have trains.
That's why you'd have a big bus.
You could have bicycle lanes. You could have other forms of sort of mass transit. Also, you could potentially cheat and tow big trailers with small vehicles in a world where small things were designed to be powerful and good at that.
Also, now we're just making up stuff. A small little car can pull a huge trailer. No, that's what semis are for. Big.
Just because it is big doesn't mean it needs to be big.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everything has to be like a smart car or, you know, one-seater vehicle. Like a Ford Focus is small enough. That's pretty small. I gotta go small. Sorry, Wade.
Hell yeah.
That's points. That's worth points.
Internet, you know who's right. Or viewers, listeners, watchers, subs, whoever, whatever you're called. Gentle audience, dear members.
Keep going. You're almost there.
MySpace friends.
Yeah.
Tom
MySpace friends.
Tom voted big. And you should too.
I didn't know that. All right. Well, do we understand? Do we
Oh,
all
speaking
understand
of
what we're
coffee,
doing
I'm
now?
gonna
It
need
feels
me
like
some
we do.
coffee.
Oh yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this too
Yeah, I'm getting screwed by make-believe rules again.
It's one thing. Calm down.
I get it. There's never multiple layers to times you host. It's all on the surface.
Yeah.
It's all out in the open.
Okay, well, I'm glad we're together. You know what? I just want to let you guys know, I'm so prepared today. I brought a physical notebook with a pen that I checked and is working.
Wow.
Ooh, being prepared. That's 2 points for you, Bob. 2 points for you.
Ha ha! Hey, I'm not going to tell you how you win, but we have to first decide big or small. That's
Okay.
very important to the whole process.
Oh,
The next thing I would like to
okay.
talk about is cell phones. Big or small? Because there's been kind of a cyclical thing, right? When they were first invented, huge, like a briefcase mobile phone situation type deal. And they were constantly like, gotta be smaller. And to the like late 90s, 2000s, everything was like smaller. And then at some point, they were like, wait a minute, bigger cell phones. How big can we go? Folding in half screens and all this stuff. But which is really better? Big phone or small phone?
Who's first?
I
I personally
Sounds like
think
Wade's
small.
first.
Small.
Really? You don't want a huge
Yes.
screen to watch
No.
YouTube
The
on?
screen is nice, but we're gonna have the projected virtual reality images, just holograms all around us eventually. I don't need a big brick in my pocket. I want something light that I barely feel, so I can wear my comfortable gym shorts around and not have them falling off on one side or making me walk weird because I've got 30 pounds
I
in my
say
right
small
pocket.
Sounds like he
because,
wants big, but he's in
um,
big denial. He wants those big holograms and screens. My phone is huge and presents an even huger hologram. The biggest around. It could light up the
for
sky
portability.
with how huge it is.
Big phone for a little man. Compensating, are we?
Have fun pressing those buttons with your ham-fisted fingers.
Don't need to, and I can just look at the hologram and it knows what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the big hologram, or is that tiny too? I bet it's too small to even see. You gotta squint.
The hologram weighs nothing. It can be as big or small as it wants to be.
And yet mine's still bigger. Huh, weird.
I didn't realize this was going to be so heated. I have to be honest. I thought,
Dare you?
Whoa, hey.
Whoa,
Take it down a
hey.
notch.
Yeah, calm down.
That's
Oh.
that's fighting words.
How dare you?
There you go. Perfectly boring sounding. But you disagree again, which means I have to decide again. I was sort of thinking we'd agree on some of these.
I kind of do this flip-flop. I just, with the new phone that came out, the new iPhone, I got the bigger version, right?
You always had the small one, didn't you?
No, I've alternated. Almost every 2 years, I alternate because I go like, well, maybe I want the big one. And then I go like, oh, no, but look at the small one. That'd be more convenient. And then I'm like, but... So lately, I'm in a big swing. This is a big phone year.
I hate dealing with big bricks. I've always gone with the smaller version, or at least the like medium one. I never go with the biggest one.
Well, you also put a really thick case on yours. I have to. Don't you have like one of those big OtterBox or whatever,
Yeah,
like
dude.
super throw it off
Yeah.
a building phone case type deals?
Yes.
What do you do to your phone? I'm always curious what people, because you don't like,
Nothing. It's protected.
well, but you don't like drop it a lot or anything. I get if you're
No, but I have a cat, and I leave it sitting around, and my cat likes to knock things off. So
modern phones would survive with no case from the counter to a hard floor most of the time.
not in this house, Bob. Nothing survives in this house.
Okay, you have more gravity in your house or something?
He's got spikes along the floor. You know, it's too much mud dripping everywhere. The water damage that could occur from any surface is incredible.
That's true. The threat of imminent water damage is probably a big concern.
Things come down in this house that aren't meant to go down.
Someday your whole home is just going to be sucked into the crust of the earth. What do we call you then? Magma men?
We'll take a silence as a yes. Oh, yeah.
The crusty man.
Well,
Oh, the crusty man can, as he fixes it with mud and makes your water taste good.
God, ew. Oh, God, I hate that.
The crusty man.
Are you having a nice morning? You know who can ruin that? The crusty man. What do you want to blink your eye? Crust.
All these happy kids walk in and they leave all sad and dejected.
Ugh, I hate that. I wish the crusty man was just a guy who made really good pie crust. And that was
That
it.
would be pretty cool, you know.
You're just like, hey, crusty man, I need 2 pie crusts for Thanksgiving. Here you go.
Probably make a pie crust, but it's also including all the other crusts you don't want.
Yeah, it's full of mud, too.
All varieties of crust fall within the crusty man's domain. Just as Aquaman can speak to all sea creatures,
What about the crust?
Crusty Man is the master of crusts. Yeah. I don't like it.
You don't like
You
it.
always need more crust. Needs more crust.
Needs more crust.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no crust on it.
Yeah, my pizza shop only does 99% crust and then just a little drop of sauce in the middle.
We make a deep dish. It's 4 inches thick. Just crust topped with 1 spoon of sauce.
No cheese, no meats, no veggies, middle dot sauce.
Yeah, it's more like a bowl with some sauce in the bottom of it.
It's the last drip of soup.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, you get it.
If you leave it out on your counter for a week, it becomes a cutting board you can use for generations to come.
Mm-hmm.
Bread bowls are a thing. Are there like pizza bowls where it's a crust with just like sauce and stuff in the middle? Just sauce, cheese, and veggies and meat?
You mean like a pizza?
Well, yeah, but the bowl, you don't eat the crust. You like scoop out of it.
Oh, you don't eat the crust? You just eat the toppings out of it?
You like eat the
Ugh.
crust at the end, like after you've emptied the contents of the middle because they're real liquidy.
Yeah, this guy is crust-only pizza, but he still doesn't eat the crust.
Yep.
Doesn't eat the crust.
You gotta save it for the next pizza.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Reusable crust bowls.
What is this I'm remembering? Is this an SNL skit? You guys seen Cup of Pizza? Oh, it's The Jerk, the Steve Martin movie.
Cup of pizza.
But the old pizza in a cup guy right out of
Cup of
business.
pizza.
Yeah, it's just a big cup with like sauce, cheese, and pepperoni in it. Pizza in a cup.
But imagine that the cup is crust.
Cup is crust. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bad cup.
It's a bad cup.
We could call it a crup.
Nobody. No one ever, as far as I know.
Better than a cust.
Yeah, you know, he's right.
You got us there.
You gotta give him some points for that one. That's a
thank you.
good point.
You're right. You're right. Good points get good points. That's what I always say.
Thank you. And you both get a point for laughing at my joke.
Man, I'm winning in Wade's game.
Damn it.
He's giving me so many points today.
I'm losing in both of these games.
Yay!
God.
I love it. Anyway, good arguments all around. And obviously, I must conclude that Wade is right on that one. Cell phone.
Phones. I thought we were talking about pizza. I forgot about the phones. Yeah, the phones. I'll take my point.
Wade is right. It's small. I share your delusional dream, though, Wade, that the small phones will develop into the holographic phones.
Mhm.
Yeah, just like a projector or something at least, you know?
Or they'll like implant something in my brain and I'll just hallucinate my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for that. That's the future.
That might be.
Yes.
I mean, it's coming eventually. Like, this technology always sneaks up on you, just like with all the AI image stuff. It's like every week there's a new development in it. As soon as it hits a critical mass, it like starts accelerating. And then one day it'll be like, oh, we put a chip in someone's brain. Like, it makes them a little smarter. And then in a year, it'll be like, you are an idiot and incompatible with humanity in the future if you don't have a chip in your brain. Because you literally can't do anything.
What if it could work twofold? What if it like sucked up dust particles and then shot them in the air and then projected into the dust particles and sucked them back up? So it can clean your house, project holograms, and then re-clean itself up.
That makes complete sense.
You're like, wow, look at that.
The Dusto Suckogram phone.
Look at my phone, guys.
Just don't breathe it in.
Hey, then cell phones would really be in the cloud. Is that what that means?
2 points for Bob.
Imagine you're going into a hospital. It's like, oh, you're recovering. Let me take a picture with my hologram phone. No! Then everyone's dead.
The room fills with dust, and everyone is okay.
What software do you use
cell
to draw?
phones,
I use
small
Procreate
and
on the
gladly
iPad.
agree.
I got a
This
iPad
next
recently,
one, I already know
and
we're divided on
that was the
because
first
of
thing I
how
bought
reality is.
on it was
I wanna
Procreate.
discuss it.
Okay.
I was debating on getting an actual
And
like
or
drawing
pets in
tablet or getting an
general, but we all have
iPad,
dogs,
and
so I feel like
I
this would be
came to the
fun.
conclusion that the
Mm,
iPad is a
I
better
feel like
option
dogs are
because
like
you can
boobs.
do
You can
more
accept
on
them in
it
all
than
sizes.
just
If I
drawing.
have to pick-
So
And I like
that
my
is
small
why
dogs. I love
I
small
decided
dogs.
to do
You
that.
know the reason I like small dogs over
Um,
big dogs?
Why?
There's really only one reason, because I grew up with
Yeah.
dachshunds and they're small. And the one time I had a big dog, it had separation anxiety and it did like $20,000 worth of damage between our house and my car.
Oh my god.
So then I went
Wait,
back
your
to
car?
Yeah, we had a German Shepherd that learned how to open car doors, but it didn't know how to open them
So-
from the inside. So it locked itself in my car, like out in the sun in the heat in the summer, and then it tried to chew its way out of my car.
Damn.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
Did he make it?
Yeah. Well, I was looking for him, and I was like, "Mom, where's the dog?" And she's like, "Oh, he should be blah 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 blah." So I went to look for him and couldn't find him.
Huh.
And then finally, I opened up the door to the outside, and my car was just all steamed up from him panting and breathing in there. And I opened the door, and he flew into the house to the water bowl,
Oh man.
and then just pieces of leather were falling out of the car.
Poor
But yeah,
pup.
he ended up being okay. I felt really bad for him, but also I think it was $4,300 worth of damage he did to my car.
Hmm.
It was a bad day.
I would like to claim insensitivity points. Just went through a thing with Chica having heat stroke, and this is very traumatizing for me.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Chica
only
had
your
heat
dog's allowed
stroke?
to have problems. My bad.
Those dogs are from so long ago.
How rude of you to have had that happen to you, Wade.
Yeah, my bad.
I
My
do
dog had
Photoshop
back
on
surgery this year, but you know
webcam.
who's
It's
keeping
very
tally?
Well, that's a
Snazzy.
current dog.
Um,
Your other dogs are
Yeah,
dead.
I can't pay for a subscription.
You
That's
did
why I
have a
was
current dog? What
I was
happened?
really
No, no,
debating
uh,
on
Chica's
Clip
alive. He's
Studio
alive
or
and has all of,
Procreate,
legs
and
also
then
rest
all
of
the stuff
whatever
came
dogs
out
have.
about
She is
Clip
fine.
Studio
She's
and how
fine.
they're
She's
gonna
fine.
kind of
Definitely.
start
Great.
doing
I
a
don't
subscription
know
type
who
thing.
won or lost that card.
And
it's not
I was
over yet.
like,
I just
yeah,
feel
it's,
good.
well,
That's
I guess
literally
that made
the
up my
main
mind.
and
So
only
then I
reason
bought
you
an
like
iPad
small
and got
dogs over
Procreate.
big dogs, though? Like, do you like hanging out with big dogs and stuff?
Yeah, I really don't mind big dogs at all. I like all dogs.
What if you got a big dog that was not so particularly challenging? Because not all dogs have that.
I mean, that's fine. One of my favorite dog breeds is a husky, but I don't think they do super well in Cincinnati because of their thick coats.
Oh, they're so loud. Oh my god.
But they're so beautiful. I had one when I was really young, but they're such a beautiful dog. But those are big dogs.
You could
Yeah.
sit there with your earplugs covered over by your sound canceling headphones while your husky screams at all hours of the night.
Yeah, no, I feel bad having a husky in any kind of warm environment. I just
Exactly.
I just can't do that to them.
That's true.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, they are very beautiful and very loud. Yes.
Having been on pet TikTok, the main thing I know about huskies is that they scream,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Yep.
But other than that, you have Chica, and Chica is a very sweet dog and adorable.
That's alive.
Yes.
That is alive.
And has legs.
Uh-huh.
Many legs. More than one, for sure.
All of the number she's supposed to have, yes.
Yes.
Do you have any strong reasons, Mark? Did a small dog do a small amount of damage to your car as a child?
No, it's not necessarily that. I got nothing against small dogs. It's that, and I don't mean to generalize, but they're just kind of a little bit on the dumb side sometimes. And
Rude.
like when it comes to dogs, it's really like I have a dog because of companionship and kind of also dependability. Not saying small dogs aren't dependable, but they are very helpless. And it feels like it's a one-sided exchange where I'm just like preventing death from approaching a tiny dog from all angles. I've never really had a small dog, but that's what it feels like. Cats are small, but they can fend for themselves and like they are very self-sufficient. But when it comes down to like a dog, what I always imagine is just like a larger dog, whether it's a golden or any other breed, and it just like that level of intelligence like is just like having that connection and like the understanding. It's that marveling of like the dog constantly understanding certain things, and also in Chica's case, the intelligence really doesn't shine through very hard.
I was gonna say, I think both of my dogs are about 4 times as intelligent as poor Chica.
Well,
Yeah, well,
Chica puts
Yeah.
off a much dumber energy, stupider energy than I think is fair to Chica. I
Yeah.
know she's not like helpless idiot.
She saw a light reflecting off my watch and tried to eat a brick wall.
Well,
she has her quirks.
She literally ate a wall in the old house.
Oh, you've never eaten
everybody
a
makes
wall.
mistakes.
Yeah, come on.
Well, as if it isn't the man who
I've eaten a
terrified
wall,
me
and
on
she
2
learned it
separate
from me.
occasions.
It's fine.
Oh, so dogs do reflect their owners.
They
I
do,
see.
they
What
do.
about you, Dad?
It's like Ethan described me one time, which is I'm the smartest dumb man he's ever met. And I'm like, I think that's Chica. She's the smartest. Well, I'm not saying she's dumb.
So do you think short people are dumber than tall people? Be careful with this one. It's a trap.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. The bigger you are, the smarter. Clearly, brain size comparisons, yada yada.
All right, points for me and Bob. Points for me and Bob.
No, it's just like it's just what I grew up with, and also small dogs are annoying.
So Mark hates small dogs. I like all dogs. Yeah, good enough.
Wow, that cuts. That's a political commercial right there, is what that is. My opponent hates small dogs, whereas my platform includes love for all dogs of all sizes and levels of stupidity.
Markiplier hates meager mutts. Vote Wade today.
Wow, what are you calling them? Man, it's so rude. I'm gonna take the soundbite of you just like hate meager mutts. This is what my opponent has said about your dog.
Well, now I can take it from you saying it too.
Oh yeah?
What are we all saying? Meager mutts?
I heard it. I heard Wade. You said me saying.
Right, I
it'll
can
be
answer
me
here,
saying
'cause,
meager mutts.
The baby's here. She will want to watch TV. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Goodbye.
And what did my opponent say at his last rally? Me saying meager mutts!